Welcome, PVT Express News. Subscribe to the channel to not miss new videos. And now for today's content. Behind the dazzle of red carpets and the facade of celebrity perfection lies a lesser-known tale, not of fame, but of quiet persistence, vulnerability, and love blooming in silence. This is the heartfelt, true story of actor Soo Kai, whose journey to win over actress Songyun unfolded not on screen, but in the quiet moments behind the scenes. Their story didn't begin with fireworks. Like many actors, their first meeting was purely professional, co-starring in a television drama where their on-screen chemistry lit up the screen. But for Soo Kai, something deeper stirred. Songyun, with her kind smile and wise, soulful eyes, had unknowingly awakened a longing in him that went beyond scripted lines. Tan wasn't someone who opened up easily. Life had shaped her into a strong and grounded woman, one who guarded her heart behind a quiet resilience. She had drawn clear boundaries between work and personal life, and trust was something she gave sparingly. Soo Kai knew this. And yet, he couldn't help but be drawn in, not to the actress, but to the person behind the spotlight. Instead of bold declarations, Soo Kai chose a different path: quiet presence. A warm coffee before early shoots, a jacket offered when the wind turned cold, a listening ear when Tan needed to talk. He never rushed her. He didn't demand attention. He simply showed up every day with patience and sincerity. He became a constant in her life, not loud or overbearing, but comforting. When Tan faced personal heartbreak, especially during the loss of her beloved mother, Soo Kai stood by her, not as a lover, not as a colleague, but as someone who cared, deeply and unconditionally. He didn't offer grand solutions. He offered his silence, his prayers, his steady companionship. One quiet act said more than any public gesture ever could. When Tan fell ill during a particularly stressful time in her career, Soo Kai quietly adjusted his own filming schedule. He accompanied her to the hospital without alerting the media or seeking credit. He didn't want to be seen. He just wanted her to know she wasn't alone. But the entertainment industry isn't always kind to love stories, especially ones that defy expectations. Rumors surfaced. Critics whispered. Many questioned whether Soo Kai was truly right for someone like Tan, labeling him with the shadow of past relationships and youthful mistakes. Yet, Soo Kai didn't flinch. He didn't respond with words, he let his actions speak. Slowly, he transformed, not for the cameras, but for himself and for the woman he hoped to stand beside. He became more grounded, more intentional. The once playful actor found new depths, especially when he was around Tan. Castmates noticed it, the way he listened more than he spoke, the way his gaze softened when she entered the room. Tan, who had once kept her heart guarded, began to feel it, the quiet comfort of someone who wasn't trying to impress her, but simply be there for her. Still, she needed time. For Songyun, love wasn't about dramatic confessions. It was about patience, trust, and unwavering consistency. And so Soo Kai waited. Their relationship never became tabloid fodder. They chose discretion over display. To the outside world, they remained co-stars and professionals. But to those close enough to witness the truth, their bond was undeniable, seen in the way Sukai's eyes followed Tan's laughter, or in the warmth of her smile when he appeared with hot soup during a cold night of filming. Years may have passed without public confirmation, but their story speaks volumes, not through headlines, but through the subtle, sincere moments that built a love both quiet and lasting. There was one story that became a warm whisper among the production crew, about the night when Sukai, desperate after filming all day, still took the time to rearrange a bouquet of flowers that had been damaged, just because Tan had said that she liked lavender flowers. For Sukai, Tan's happiness was everything, and little things like that were his way of loving. There was no dramatic confession. There was no grand public declaration of love. There was only silent dedication, consistent attention, and a love that grew slowly but steadily. Sukai never forced Tan to love him back. He just wanted to be by her side, no matter what their relationship was like. But as the universe knows when it's time, love finally found its form. In a seemingly ordinary interview, Songyun once said that sometimes, love is not about who can express it the loudest, but who can endure the most patiently. Those words were a clue for those who understood that perhaps, after all this time, Sukai's struggle had finally been answered. Now, even though they still haven't officially declared their relationship, the public has begun to read the signs. Their interactions are getting warmer in front of the camera, but they still maintain professional boundaries. There's no showing off, no drama, just two people who understand and support each other in silence. Sukai's struggle to approach Songyun is not an explosive love story. It is a poem written with the ink of patience, page by page. This is a story of unconditional love, of steadfastness that is unwavering by time and obstacles. Sukai has proven that true love is not about the speed of getting, but about the courage to stay, even when you don't know when you will be accepted. And in that silence, their love grows. Slowly, surely, and beautifully. The story of Sukai's struggle to approach Songyun holds many life lessons that are not only relevant in the context of romance, but also in terms of understanding the meaning of sincerity, patience, and determination. True love, as depicted in their journey, is not something that comes quickly or is achieved through sweet words alone. It is a long process full of silence, colored by uncertainty, and sometimes painful. But that is where its true value grows, not from big, dazzling things, but from the courage to remain and be loyal without promises. Sukai shows that loving does not always have to be done loudly. In silence, he builds a strong foundation of trust. He is in no hurry to win Songyun's heart, because he knows that forced love will never last. He chooses to be present as a friend, protector, and listener, and from there a sincere emotional closeness is born. We learn that in this fast-paced world, patience is the most honest form of love. Not everything needs to be pursued in a hurry, because sometimes the most beautiful things are those that are built slowly, but do not collapse easily. Please leave your Discussion. Welcome to leave comments. Welcome to my channel. Thank you all.